Let's break down this tariff battle through everyday stories. Picture a Midwest farmer driving his pickup truck at dawn to check soybean fields, hearing China added 34% tariffs on US soybeans on the radio. Meanwhile, in China's Shandong province, factory owner Zhang stares at his computer. His excavator parts for US exports now face shrinking orders due to tariffs. These two men will never meet, but their lives are tied together by government trade wars. America's story starts with Make America Great Again. When Donald Trump first hit China with 25% tariffs in 2018, Detroit auto workers cheered. Believing cheap Chinese parts had stolen their jobs, reality hit fast. GM found Chinese-made EV batteries cost 40% less than American ones. Tariffs backfired like digging a moat around your house only to flood your own backyard. China responded with creative workarounds. When direct exports got blocked, Guangdong steel mills shipped products to Vietnam first. Relabeled ED, Made in Vietnam. Before reaching the US, this small-scale trade continued for 6 years until 2025, when Trump closed the loophole with global steel tariffs. Chinese factories simply pivoted again, building assembly plants in Mexico using the USMCA trade deal, mixing 70% Chinese parts with 30% local materials. The wildest twist came in April 2025. The US introduced mirror tariffs, are calculating rates by dividing trade deficits by import values. 34% for China, 46% for Vietnam. It's like a diner charging customers for leftover takeout boxes. Beijing fired back with matching 34% tariffs on all US goods, leaving Texas cotton farmers drowning in unsold harvests. Daily life shifted everywhere. Electric toothbrushes from China jumped from 29 to 39 US dollars in last stores. Ford F-150 trucks doubled in price at Shenzhen dealerships. Worst hit were cross-border sellers. EU merchants saw us-bound packages stuck at customs after America axed its $800 tax-free limit. Imagine damming countless more streams. The whole trade ecosystem shook. Supply chains rewired themselves daily. Jiangsu textile mills moved to Cambodia. Minnesota flower plants switched to Brazilian wheat. Not all transitions worked. A Chinese auto parts factory in Tennessee faced culture clashes when US workers refused weekend shifts, causing costly delays. These growing pains show globalization's retreat. Politicians, mass clashes with reality. Trump's team claims tariffs bring $600 billion yearly, but economists say it's like taxing each American family $4,000. In China, government subsidies keep exports alive, but small factory owners like Zhang Si profits evaporate. 20% of his workers now deliver food orders instead. Tech battles turned absurd when America banned high-end chip exports. Shenzhen's Huaqian JBEI market sold smuggled NVIDIA graphics cards at triple price. Yet Chinese phone makers redesigned circuits, using older chips to make competitive 5G phones, like building planes from wood, but accidentally creating something lighter. Farming wars got darkly comic. Iowa soybean farmers switched to hemp crops, while China's northeast soybean growers lack storage. Heilongjiang warehouses used soccer fields to pile harvests. Stranger still, used poker tariffs created animal welfare crises as Midwest farms euthanized excess pigs. Global supply chains collapsed like dominoes. German car plants halted production over Chinese rare earths metal prices. Thailand rubber farmers chopped down century-old trees. Mexico emerged as the winner. Border factories now assemble both Tesla parts and Huawei gear, all stamped made in Mexico for us markets. Ordinary folks find clever workarounds. Zhejiang sellers ship air fryers as separate parts for us reassembly. New York grocery stores label Chinese ginger as Peruvian imports for lower tariffs. These gray area tricks keep trade alive. The future's uncertain. Economists warn of repeating the 1930s Smoot-Hawley tariff act that crashed global trade. Yet Shenzhen startups already pivot to China's domestic market with smart home gadgets for smaller cities. Ohio factory. Workers wait for promised jobs that might take 20 years, just like when Japanese car plants slowly rooted in America. In this no-win war, remember an Alabama family story. A father loses his steel mill job to tariffs, while his daughter finds work at a Chinese e-commerce firm selling goods to Southeast Asia. Like a Pacific tides, tariff wars may redirect currents temporarily, but trade always finds new paths.